This video is about my board game project called Post Trend Survive. The theme of the game revolves around social media and beauty influencers. Each player will take on the role of a beauty influencer, striving to gain more followers by posting various content related to makeup, skincare, and lifestyle. Players can also engage with others by adapting their content or following trends to gain more followers. Now let's talk about the game components. Each player will receive a meeple representing their character, and everyone will have 2 dice for gameplay. Additionally, each player will get a trend-following token and a flop token, which will have specific uses in the rules. Each player also have a personal board that includes their profile photo, name, and a section to track their followers. There's also a post area for their content card, and at the bottom, there are some gaming tips, including the trend-following dice check and the scoring formula. We also have follower milestone markers that you can place on your personal board to keep track of your progress. Now, moving on to the public board, for each round, we will place a round token to indicate the current round, and we will also have a scoring track. At the beginning of the game, players will place their meeples at the starting point, marked as L0. We will use this track to keep track of our progress. We will also place the trending categories and tags on the public board, and we will discuss these more detail later in the rules. And finally, we have our content cards. There are 15 of them in total, and each card is double-sided, meaning it has different content on each side. We will keep these cards in a bag and draw from it during the game. Now, let's dive into the rules of the game. For the setup, first, the public setup. Everyone places their meeples on the starting point, and then we put the round token on number 1. Next, for the personal setup, each player takes their personal board, places 2 dice on the side, grab 1 yellow trend-following token and 1 purple flop token. And then they take the follower milestone marker and place the one with 0K on their board, while the others are placed to the side. And that's the end of the setup, and then we can start the game. Before the start of each round, we'll randomly draw the trending category and the trending text. So first, let's draw a category. This time we draw skincare. We'll place it in the designated spot, and then we will draw the text. We draw sunscreen, and get ready with me. These will be the trending category and the text for this round. So in this round, you will need to post content that matches either the category or the text to earn more followers. But it is not absolutely necessary to post content that matches the trending category or text, because each content card has a base value that allows you to earn points even if it doesn't align with the current trend. We will go over the details of the content cards in the following rules. For the first round, each player will draw 3 content cards to use for the upcoming game. It's important you know that there's a hand limit of 3 cards, so if you want to draw a new card, you'll need to discard 1 from your hand. Each round in the game is divided into 2 phases, the personal turn and the interaction turn. During the personal turn, each player has 2 action points, and there are 3 possible actions to choose from. However, you can only use 2 out of these 3 actions per turn. You can repeat actions if you like. The first action is content planning. You may draw 2 content cards from the public deck and choose 1 to add to your hand, keeping in mind the hand limit of 3 cards. The second action is to post content. You can place one of your content cards into the post area on your personal board. For example, I'll post this one here. The third action is called trend push. You can apply this action to a content card that you've already placed in the post area. Each card has 2 sides, the base side and the trend push side. Each side includes a category, tags, and a base value, the trend push dice check, and the attack dice check. When you flip it, the base value increases, and you gain an additional tag. As mentioned in the previous rules, if the content card you play matches the trending category or text for this round, you'll earn extra points during the scoring phase. So when we play our cards, we need to consider whether they will help us gain more points. And when we perform the trend push action, which is flipping the card, we also need to think about whether it will help us earn more followers. Let's get back to the third action, which is the trend push. After you post a content card, you can perform the trend push by rolling the dice and getting the result of the dice check number or higher to succeed. So let me roll the dice. It's an 8. I successfully pushed the trend and can flip the card. This will increase its base value and give it an additional tag. Now after the personal turn, we move on to the interaction turn. During the interaction turn, you only have 1 action point, but there are 2 possible actions. The first action is to attack. Each content card has an attached dice check, meaning you need to roll the dice to get the number or higher to successfully attack another player's card. If another player successfully attacks your card and it's on the trend push side, you will need to flip it back to its base side, and you only receive the base value and the base text. However, if the card that gets attacked is already on its base side, then it will be returned to your hand and you won't get any points for this round. If you fail to attack the other player's card, you will receive a flop token, and for the next round, you can only gain the base value of your content card. This effect lasts for the next round. The second action during the interaction turn is trend following. If I'm the player on the right and I have a card in my hand with the category skincare and the text daily routine and review, I can try to follow the trend of the player on the left by checking her posted card. We share the same category and one same tag. Then we calculate the dice target number by taking 10 minus the number of shared categories multiplied by 3 and then minus the number of shared tags. If the roll meets or exceeds this number, the trend following attempt succeeds. When that happens, we will place a yellow trend following token on both my card and the other player's card. These cards can no longer be trend followed or attacked this round. At the end of the round, during scoring, I will gain half of the points from the card I followed. Finally, we move on to scoring at the end of the round. We score by checking for matching categories and tags. For this card, we have one matching category and one matching tag. So we add the base value plus 8 points for one matching category and 4 points for one matching tag. That gives us the score of this turn. Additionally, if you've successfully followed someone's trend, you will get a trend following bonus. For this turn, we end up with 25 plus 8 plus 4, making a total of 37 points. We move our amiibos from 0 to 37. And every time your amiibo reaches a new milestone, you adjust your followers' milestone accordingly. The game lasts for 9 rounds, and the players with the most followers at the end wins, becoming the top beauty influencer.
整个游戏主题比较符合玩桌游的女性群体的偏好。喜欢玩桌游的和喜欢美妆的群体会有一定的重叠，也会比较受 gay 的欢迎。然后它的社交属性，也不错。
比较好玩的地方是每次投骰子都会有成功或者不成功的概率，不确定性比较多一点。有些时候害人就可以成功，有些时候就是会这个失败，然后失败还会持续到下一轮回，所以会有一点持续性的这个玩法，持续伤害。美妆的内容很丰富，基本上涵盖到了这个赛道所有的可能会出现的品类，比如说这个家居类的，这个生活 vlog 类的也有，然后纯美妆的，还有这个护肤 routine 的这种也有，就是很丰富的一些tag。我觉得因为是一个4个人的桌游嘛，然后每个人一起玩的时候，大家可以在每个人的主页上面做一些不同的设计，给每一个角色一个人设，就是有一点点剧本杀这种类似的。然后每个人玩的时候可以给大家一点代入感，每个人玩的时候可能会根据自己的这个人设的倾向，然后去选一些这个合适的自己的梗，这样子。可以增加一些大的随机性的事件，比如说在基础的玩法上，大家可能就是一个在基础的数值玩法上面可以增加一些比较大的随机性的事件，就是偶然会触发的类型比如说可能会有一个整体粉丝体量的翻倍，或者是一个很大型的塌房，然后这个数值就减到非常少，会有这种更加丰富的玩法。
首先呢，我是一个不怎么玩桌游的人，然后南风林日的这个桌游就是题材非常的新颖，是之前没有玩过的类型。现在的地图还有整体的平面的话，可能是比较让人联想不到美妆这方面，就是可以在地图上加一些美妆的元素，包括闪粉然后美妆的道具。